Hey guys, it's the Faceless Beanie, and in this video I'll be showing you some warframes and builds you can use to easily solo the high risk index. Some of these builds are not fully optimized and are just to get you through a few rounds of the index before you extract, as well as have some fun. Let's get right into it. Before we get into the warframes, it's important to note that there's two index maps, the Corpus Gasworks and the Corpus Outpost. The Outpost is the preferred map, and you'll be able to get it most of the time by queuing into the index from your clan's dojo's navigation instead of from your orbiter. In the Outpost, try to limit movement around the map and instead camp out in the enemy's base. This will ensure you get a steady stream of kills instead of running around the map looking for enemies. Most of these warframes, unless specified, require some decent weapons to let you kill quickly enough. Use your strongest weapon modded for radiation damage, as index enemies are alloy armored Corpus units, which radiation excels against. You can use a Catch Moon or Spore Laser kit gun with a build like this. You can also go for a Fulmin, or you can go with a Stropha or Redeemer build like this. These weapons are just a few recommendations, and there's many more you can use. Into the warframes, and we begin with the obvious Rhino. If you're early into the game, a Zero Forma build with cheaper mods like this will get you through 2 rounds no problem. If you have better mods but still don't want to invest Forma, this build will get you through 3 rounds, Arcane's optional. It's pretty simple with Rhino: cast Iron Skin, shoot enemies, pick up points and deposit at 15 points. Because of Iron Shrapnel, you can recast Iron Skin whenever you want instead of waiting for it to run out, which gives you a lot more control over survivability. Then, in a similar vein, it's Revenant. Modding for strength allows you to have a bunch of Mesmer Skin charges active at all times. Each charge can tank infinite damage, so you can basically survive forever by recasting Mesmer Skin when necessary. Your only limitation will be the damage you're dealing yourself. Let's move on to Mesa. This Mesa Prime build focuses on buffing strength while keeping duration and efficiency up as well. You won't be needing any range, as Peacemaker isn't affected by it. For Arcanes, Arcane Energize is necessary for that early energy buff. Arcane Avenger is a great addition, but optional. The regulators look like this, built for radiation. Keep in mind, fire rate is very important for the index, which is why Anemic Agility is in there. So in the Outpost, hang out by the enemy's base around here, cast Shadow Shield to protect yourself, and then Peacemaker everything to oblivion. Your AI allies will help you bank most of the points, since enemies will be almost always dead. You can pick up points as well to deposit, just make sure Shadow Shield is active. Damage will start falling off around round 4, so extract by then. Next, it's Trinity. Trinity is my favorite of all of these, as it requires a little more hands-on gameplay. Prioritize strength for Energy Vampire. Steel Fiber is unnecessary, but it's just there so you can play as long as you want. Vampire Leech is the key to the build. Arcane's completely optional. You need to pair this up with a secondary that can apply status quickly, and my pick is the Kuva New Core. Make sure you're applying Viral for it to combine with Energy Vampire's true damage. So all you need to do is hit enemies with the New Core to proc Viral, then hit them with Energy Vampire. Since Energy Vampire is a single target oriented ability, Kuva New Core applying procs to multiple enemies allows you to keep casting Energy Vampire on a group till they are all gone. Vampire Leech will convert all that extra energy into shields, giving you massive overshields, and because of shield gating, you're never really going to die, assuming they actually get your shields down in the first place. An alternative that actually utilizes shield gating is of course Hildryn, but I find Trinity to be that much more fun. Just be careful of being overwhelmed because you're killing enemies one by one here. Moving on to Wukong. This Wukong Prime build focuses on getting as much health as possible, then as much strength as possible, so your Celestial Twin has a high health multiplier. Arcane's optional again. Make sure to equip a strong weapon for your clone to use. This is pretty straightforward. Cast Celestial Twin and find something to eat or watch while your clone kills everything. Then pick up the points and deposit. Easy stonks. Moving on to Excalibur Umbra, spoilers ahead. This works the same as Wukong, just a little less effective. Just make sure Umbra has enough survivability, then give him a strong weapon like the Exceltra or Rubico. Go into spoiler mode and watch him kill everything. Finally, Gara. Gara is essentially going to work no differently than Rhino or Revenant, but with a cheesy gimmick. The build focuses on strength and some armor for Mass Vitrify's health and duration for Splinter Storm to stay up. Your gameplay here is the same as Rhino or Revenant, except when the round starts, you run over to the enemy's designated deposit location and cast Mass Vitrify around it so they can't get in. Then you just keep Splinter Storm up and kill as normal. Right, just some alternatives for the index, so you hopefully have some fun with them. I hope this helped you out. This is the Faceless Beanie, signing out.